was kinda crying loud. The breeze is sounding sad. Oh no, tell me, when did we become so cold and empty inside? Lost the way a long time ago. Did we really turn that blind? We don't see that we keep hurting each other, no. All we do is just fight. Now we share the same bright sun, the same round moon. Why don't we share the same love? Tell me why not? Life is shorter than most I thought. Hold my hand, there are many ways to do it right. Hold my hand, turn around and see what you've left behind. Hold my hand, my friend, we can save the good spirit of me and you for another chance. And let's pray for the beautiful world, the beautiful world.
Assalamu alaikum and welcome to the Jumu'ah Journey broadcast on your favorite community TV station, Cape Town TV, with me, your host of the show, Muhammad Junaid Shafika MJ. The show proudly sponsored by Winners Supermarket and Cash and Carry, Portland's Meat Hyper and Taz Boutique. A few weeks back, we made a statement on the show. In fact, we made this statement more than once. Retrace your steps, recollect within your memories. We made reference to the fact that Cape Town has many talented sons, unequivocally. Possibly Cape Town has the most talented sons in the country, others would argue. So on the show previously, in conversation with Bola Conradi, Shameen Adams, Stuart Taylor, also Dr. Riyad Musa, another talented son of Cape Town, multi-talented. He joins us now on the show, an honor to be in his company. None other than Emo Adams. Emo, assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam, Dr. Emo Adams.
Okay, all right. Emo, how do we start our conversation? Do we look at where it all started for you or where you are at this point in your life?
Well, that's actually a very good point. I think if you start with where I am or where I started, either or, it really just tells you the journey of how far I've come in my career and in life. Humble beginnings, as you know, from Mitchell's Plain, a family of 3 brothers and a mother, father. And today I'm sitting in the northern suburbs in a theater that was an idea 3 years ago and didn't tell anybody about it, and we are here. So that is like in a synopsis, a small part of everything that has happened over 20 years.
You know, we missed out on the grand opening of the All-Star Theatre,
Yes.
but coming here this
Yes.
morning, beautiful venue,
Yeah.
which we will show the viewers also.
Yes, please.
Your humility is something that enamored me immediately. It's the first time that I meet you. It is an absolute privilege and honor to be in your company.
I feel like you want something, like you want money. What do you want?
Actually, no.
When people give you compliments, that's when you should worry.
Ima, how would you want to be classified? As an entertainer, as a comedian, as a comic, or all-round?
That is a very good question. I actually have never boxed myself in that regard, so I don't really know. What I do know is that I cater for everybody. I'm a people's person, I'm a family person. I cross over from 6 to 66, all religious barriers, all color barriers. I don't know how that came about, but I must say I'm extremely blessed to be in the position that I am today because I am able to touch so many people's lives.
What would you feel at this point was a defining moment for you in your career?
Sure. There's a lot of moments, I would say. One of it being when I discovered the waterfront for the first time at the age of 14 only. That led me to believe that I didn't know that there's more to Mitchell's Plain or more to Cape Town or more to South Africa. The only thing I've been exposed to was my grandmother lives in Retreat, so you go to Retreat. And if you want to be posh, you go to Muizenberg. En dan ry jy weer Baden-Powell weer terug huis toe, Mitchell's Plain toe. And that was the extent of my life. I didn't know that there is a waterfront, that there is a docks where cruise liners come in with foreigners and all of those things. That's when I also realized that Mitchells Plain is gebou that people not necessarily would have to leave it. And I realized that I was dreaming too small. So there's been a lot of things in my life that has been the pinnacle. One of it being that we've been poor. We've been to the part where my mom asked me to go next door and go ask for 4 slices of bread, and I'm too ashamed to ask because I've been doing it the whole week already. Where you go to the next neighbor on the opposite side to go ask for sugar, where I have to go to school and wear my cousin's clothing, and he matriculated like 5 years before me, but I'm only in standard 4 now, so that's the clothes I need to wear. I'm humbled and inspired by the fact that my dad had to leave school to provide for his family at standard 5 already, and eventually ended up having his own upholstering company. I'm humbled with the fact that I've had people like David Kramer and the belated Talib Peterson, who has taught me different dynamics of how to do business and how your name has a value. That value is a brand. And how you should use that, and it's almost like a Superman theory, like with great power becomes great responsibility. Jy raak iemand se icon without you even knowing. People start looking up to you without you even knowing. So all this time when we were performing for mosques and churches and charities and old age homes, die mense het begin te like, wow, that is the light you have to look out for. And then all of a sudden that becomes a social responsibility without you knowing that path has been set for you. Tevore het ek gedink dat my talent is net oor my. I thought like, wow, you know, I'm so quiet that I can go into any room and just rock it. And then eventually I realized that you can actually do something with that power. You can actually help people. You can actually change life. You can actually change circumstances. So that appealed to me. What humbled me is after traveling for 10 years, I get out of a plane and I see Table Mountain and I just burst out crying. Because I was like, my whole life then I've been trying to get away when home is actually where I started from. What humbles me is the fact that when I go back to Mitchells Plain, I can still see the same neighbors and remember their names. I still recall when the adhan goes off and it's the same person doing it. You know what I mean? That's the things that inspires me and humbles me. Because I could give you the perfect generic answer, be like, you know, Nelson Mandela, he really inspired me because he was locked for 27. But he's not, I know of him, I respect him, but he was not part of my life, part of my journey, part of the person who I became. En daai begin te met die dynamic van my ma en my pa, that somehow, hoe sê mens, hulle het ge-infiltrate in my lewe that even though you have nothing, you have everything. You know, if you go into any field, be proud of who you are. Get the education in that field of what you want to do. Get that foundation van, as jy dit ken nie, dan probeer jy om 'n huis te bou van die kamers af of van die dak af. When everybody knows, you start with foundation. And I think with all those elements in place has made me realize the role that I play in my own life, but more so in the life of the people around me. I've maintained the same friends. I've obviously gotten new friends, wit chommies, which is nice. It's good to have white friends. People take you seriously and they glow in the dark. But that's not the point. The point is, jy moet nie bang is om te leer nie. Your circumstances will change and you will find yourself in uncomfortable and compromising positions. En jy hoef nie te compromise wie jy is, ever. And I think, coming back to your first question, of where does one start? Do you start at the beginning or do you start with where you are now? I would have to say you can't choose, because that whole journey is who I am. Daai hele journey van peanut butter and jam, and that we are now transformed where we can actually go and say, like, you know, give me a salmon makkie and have some sushi. That whole journey is who we are. And the reason why I keep on going back to Mitchell's Plain, because it's just that reminder of, brah, this is the journey, so you need to step it up all the time. Make other people also see that you can change that circumstance. Want ons val soms in 'n rat where we use the excuse to not change the circumstance. En ek glo nie daai nie. I'm even fearful now if I think of everything that I've decided in my life. And as ek nou terugdink, dan dink ek like, yo, did I really do that? I shouldn't have done that. But I was fearless because I wanted to change the circumstance, which has now led me to where I am today.
In conversation with the multi-talented Emo Adams, amongst the talented sons that the Mother City has to offer. Let's visit our sponsors, Winners Supermarket and Cash and Carry, Portland's Meat Hyper and Taz Boutique. Our journey with Emo Adams on the Jumu'ah journey continues at the All-Star Theatre here in Brackenfell. Stay tuned.
Hold my hand, there are many ways to do it right. Hold my hand.
Winners Supermarket and Cash and Carry, Melkbos Street, Lentegeur, Mitchells Plain, the store that gives and saves you more, where every cent is well spent. 25 aisles of affordable goods, every household catered for. 5 special departments, Winners Supermarket and Cash and Carry, Melkbos Street, Lentegeur, Mitchells Plain, the store that gives and saves you more.
Hold my hand, there are many ways to do it right. Hold my hand.
I thought we discussed we're starting the show with a bang.
I know, but I was trying to set the tone and the ambiance for the people because this is theatre people.
But the people's name is not on the poster.
So what do you suggest we do?
I think we should go big.
How?
Well, I guess it would be nice if I could touch your body. I know not everybody has got a body like you, and I gotta think twice. Because I play them too, but I need some time out from that emotion. Time to pick my heart up from the floor. Oh, oh, baby, I reconsider this foolish notion. But I get to love you, baby, but I'm waiting for something more. 'Cause I see.
Hi, my name is Emo Adams, and you're watching the Jumu'ah Journey with MJ Lee right here on CTV.
Hold my hand, there are many ways to do it right. Hold my hand.
Back from the break on the Jumu'ah Journey broadcast on Cape Town TV with me, your host Muhammad Shafika, MJ Lee, in conversation with the multi-talented Emo Adams. Emo, let's look at the art of expression. Comes across in drama, in theatre, in music. Well, as a Kung Fu martial artist, it even comes across there. How important is the art of expression?
Well, specifically with the entertainment on stage, I can say I think it's very, very important. It allows us to tap into certain emotions. It allows us to express certain stories, tell certain stories that you wouldn't usually do on the daily life. As you know, people's daily life is pretty standard. They know what they need to do, go to work and stuff, so it becomes very automated. Yet, I think the art of what we do is such a beautiful vehicle that it allows you to uplift people, or you can take them on the journey where you want them to go, or feel a certain something, whether you want them to be saddened by the story that you're telling, or feel rejoiced. So I think the power of an artist or an actor, or the responsibility of that, is actually very big, due to the fact that you are actually playing with people's emotions.
Talk to us about your work that you did over the years with your brother. What impression has that left on your mind, and what has it done for you as a person?
That's a difficult question, because what it's done for me is made me realize how talented I am not, because he's so talented.
You're joking, right?
No, he is. No, my brother. I must be honest with you. He is. And I don't think he knows that. He is actually very, very talented, and I know this by I've not just worked with him, but I've seen him in work, or at his craft or at his art, and he's really, really phenomenal. I mean, I remember a few shows that I've seen, Ballade van courses where he had to play a slave, Guma. He really takes these characters on, and it's impressive. I'm not that though. You know, he's very smooth and he takes his time, and ek wil net daar kom nou. Ek wil klaarmaak. Do you know what I mean? But we've had a good journey together. He was the one who has kind of steered me back into theatre now again, because I was out of it for a very long time. So long that we haven't performed together for 10 years or shared the stage for 10 years. And that's actually how the show Brother Love came about, of which the people will see snippets of. And what Brother Love did for us, or the importance of what Brother Love did for us, it was giving thanks to our community, giving thanks to our parents, giving thanks to our mentors, and telling people of, because everybody knew our lives kind of on stage, but nobody knows what happens when the cameras stop rolling. En ons wil vir die mense daai aspek gee van ons lewe. But definitely he's a hard worker, inspires me still, because he's true to his art, and yeah, it's good having someone like that, because it inspires me actually then to be better all the time.
There are many ways to do it right. Hold my hand.
Portland's Meat Hyper, Merrydale and Montague Drives, ideal for all your meat deli requirements. Portland's Meat Hyper also caters for functions, renowned for quality sausage, braai meat, super braai packs and chicken. Portland's Meat Hyper in Merrydale and Montague Drives, taste quality.
Hold my hand. There are many ways to do it right. Hold my hand.
As 'n robot. Nee, ek sê maar nie. Die robot is moet rooi. Die robot is rooi, ja. Ja. So as jy gaan stop, nou is dit tyd om te stop, ja. Stop, ja. Stop, ja. Soos julle kan sien, die rol van die navigator is baie belangrik in die familie, want die dag toe wat my ma nie met my pa ry nie, toe stamp hy 'n pet. Hey no! Dish. En daar is die sound van 'n pet. It's an iPad.
Hi, my name is Sima Adams, and you're watching the Jumu'ah Journey with MJ Lee on CTV. Pay your TV license.
Hold my hand. There are many ways to do it right. Hold my hand.
Your milestone, recently opening this beautiful facility, the All-Star Theatre. You know, I see the emotions in your eyes. It was a momentous occasion. Talk us through that.
It was. I don't think people realize how it feels for a dream to become a reality. I mean, het is een ding om iets te dink of te droom. If you just think about something or dream something, it doesn't have that tangibility, right? Until you think to yourself, you know what, I can make this happen. This can happen. I need to do this. And then making that conscious decision for yourself, today I start saving. So when everybody is taking holidays, when everybody is, I'm the one that gets up 6 o'clock in the morning and working and knowing well ahead that at the back of my mind, this money is going for something. It's almost like if people make a niyat to go Hajj one day. Do you know what I mean? Same principle. It's in your kop en jy sit net weg die hele tyd.
All the time.
But to go a little bit back to how it came to this. Two things. First thing, there is a theatre called the Lakshirama Theatre in Wynberg.
Yes, yes, yes.
Greats has performed on there. Percy Sledge, Zane Adams, Richard John Smith. Ek bedoel, the greats of the greats. If we're talking about Sons of Cape Town, then you're really talking about these people. Jonathan Butler, them. They are the pioneers that open doors for us to do what we're doing. Ek bedoel, ons kom and we're reaping the benefits now, if you really think about it. Because they were singing in a time when you weren't even allowed to do that. They were singing in a time when colored people get 12 minutes a week on radio. Right? So things has been difficult then, and we are exposed to a bit more, so the opportunities is a bit more. Once again, coming back to the Lakshirama Theatre, my teens sitting there at the age of 12, 13, 14, and they kyk vir die mense perform, and that stage is a legacy. It's a legacy of characters, wealth, knowledge, almal wat hulle op gewees het. And then today, fast forward today, it's dilapidated. It's not being looked after. So it's like, that is a milestone that is now gone and forgotten now. It's soos District 6, ons het die gedagte, maar ons het nie meer het om vast te hou nie. We can't, there's nothing there for us to go back and be like, oh wow, this is where I grew up. This is what I did. It's gone. Secondly, the moment we've lost people, you get the dreaded thing of now you need to have a benefit concert because financially that person wasn't stable enough. I'm thinking to myself, we have contributed our lives to this country or to this city. Why are we in that position? So then I knew from the get-go, I do not want to become that performer where I need to get on stage to get that financial remuneration to be sustained in my life. I need something other. And before I get too old, of like an old toppie that's holding on to the last bit of last manetjie geldjies wat ek hier kry, and I start singing at weddings and at 21st and my children's 6th birthday, and you know, no, Emo, just come perform, yeah, man. Here's a 2,000 rand. You know what I mean? Then I would be like, you know, if you can just cover my petrol. It eventually goes into that conversation. It was evident that I need to establish myself as a brand. And with that brand has a value, and with that value, I want to change things. So it was evident that I do not want to become that person. I want to, when I get married, I want to be able to sustain my family comfortably. And the All-Star Theatre was the next logical sense for me to do. That's why I invested my life savings into this dream, because I know in 3 years from now, I'm going to look back and it's going to be okay that I put every single cent that I had into a dream like this. Because two things. First, I'm creating my own legacy now, and I'm giving youngsters a platform to perform in a professional environment, and it will be maintained. And long after I'm gone, my family will go on with this legacy. And the second thing, I'm creating passive income so that I can actually spend time with my family.
Hold my hand, there are many ways to do it right. Hold my hand.
And on the ramp we have Tasmania, looking to be fashionable yet modest. For men's and ladies' clothing, look no further than Taz Boutique. Shop 1, Block 5, Batesville Shopping Centre, next to Pizza Time. Call us on 021 633 1367 or 071 786 9495. Taz Boutique, where our passion is your fashion.
Find us on Facebook and Twitter.
Tasmania.
My hand, there are many ways to do it right. Hold my hand.
It was the first time the two of us started singing together.
But we had to do everything together.
My pa lees koerant elke dag, and even that we had to go buy together.
Okay, now we had to buy the newspaper in the town center. Now walking from our house to the town center felt like crossing the Sahara Desert.
From deep in the heart of tranquil Mitchell's Plain comes the tale of two boys. Anything can happen on this dark, grey and gloomy day.
But it wasn't a dark, gloomy day. Die son het geskyn.
Ja, en die wind het gewaai.
Ja.
Okay, I'll take it again.
Thank you.
Are we ready?
Yes.
From deep in the heart of windswept Mitchell's Plain comes the tale of two boys. On a day like today, anything.
Die son het geskyn.
Ja, where's the sun?
It was a sunny... Sorry, can I have some water, Kanala?
Okay, Buddha, jy's gefire. I'm going to tell the story. You know how it is. Being the older brother, I was responsible for anything that happens to him.
Hi, my name is Imo Adams, and you tuned into the Jumu'ah Journey with MJ Lee. You're on CTV.
Hold my hand, there are many ways to do it right. Hold my hand.
Two things. Finding emo. I'm intrigued. I'm very intrigued by that. Finding emo and Yo Show.
Yeah.
Elaborate on that.
Okay, Yo Show met Emo is a show that I pitched for Cake Date, I would say about 4 years ago. And it actually, believe me or not, it actually started very much like this show. I just go to people's jobs and kind of see what they do.
Yes.
And not just see what they do, but actually do what they do. There was always the misconception of you think you have a bad job until you do somebody else's job.
Yes.
Right? So then I thought I'll take on the character of whatever they do. So I'll go to a butchery for a day and be like, okay, let me make some sausage here. Let me come check it out. That's actually how the idea started. Eventually, that took my whole schedule. Like one episode would take like 3 days. And you know what goes into these programs. People see it and they watch it and are like, oh, wow, that's nice. But the work that you put in, the research, the infrastructure, it just takes, it's time consuming. So eventually I went to my producer and I said, you know what, this is not working out anymore. And they said, what do you want to do? I said, I want to change it into a talk show. Let people come and, so when you make a joke, the laugh and the response is immediate. And I designed a little set on a serviette and, went into the meeting, pitched it to them. They loved it. We went to the network. They loved it. And so now we're on our 12th season.
Wow.
Yeah. So alhamdulillah, it's going very well from strength to strength. I've now already gotten a co-anchor. But that's just based on, I'm not naive to the fact that I don't know everything. And sometimes you need another person to bounce ideas or questions.
Hold my hand, there are many ways to do it right. Hold my hand.
Listen. Boom, 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 bam, boom, 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 boom.
Jy kan heel aanbom, ek gaan nie sing nie.
Boom, 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 boom. Jy ken nie van my nie, ek sal almal die mense vrek bom. Boom, boom, boom.
Okay, I'll tell you what. I will bomb and then you sing. Okay?
Promise?
I promise.
Now, boom.
Bum, 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 bum. Bing, boom, ba, boom, bum, boo, dam, boom, bow. Speedum, bow. Speedum, bow. Speedum, bow, dee, dum, ba, bum, bum.
Daddy,
Speedum, bow.
you know how much I love you. I want you to guide me and show me the way.
Hi, my name is Imo Adams and you're watching the Jumu'ah Journey with MJ Lee right here on CTV.
Hold my hand, there are many ways to do it right. Hold my hand.
We can carry on chatting for hours and days.
Let's go. I'm ready. Let's chat. Welcome to Jumu'ah Journey. Right here. Winners. And who else?
Portland's Meat Hyper.
Portland's Meat Hyper. Sausages. And Boutique. What boutique again?
Taz Boutique.
Taz Boutique. Okay. So now, for those of you who just tuned in, there's different mediums where you can get them. There's a website. The website is?
mjleekungfu.com.
Yeah. Daai wat hy gesê het. It will pop up on the screen. And then obviously you can get on Facebook and on Twitter. On Facebook it would be?
MJ Lee.
MJ Lee.
On Twitter it would be at MJ Lee Kung Fu.
Yes. Okay. Yes, that's all. And I'm at Imo Adams.
Okay. Going ahead, plotting our way forward in conclusion,
Yes.
what can we expect from Imo Adams in the future? And secondly, I look forward to meeting up with you again in July when I come back from the World Kung Fu Championships, inshallah.
Inshallah, wishing you all of the best for that. Violence is not the answer, but that's just my opinion. I don't know. Do with it what you will. What
We
is-
come in peace.
I like that. I come in peace with a Mjangstokie. Okay. Do you know what? It's so difficult to say what is still to come because this, where I'm at currently, is already beyond my wildest dreams. I get spontaneous ideas when I'm laying in the bath, and I'm very impulsive. So the moment I get an idea, then I immediately want to do it and I act on it. I mean, there has been such a lot of things already. It's so difficult to say what is still coming. But I mean, I've recently learned that the matriculants writes about me in their final exam.
Wow.
So that is already an honor. Ek meen, hulle skryf nou net van Mandela, dan bly hulle om, maar skryf hulle oor Emo Adams. I mean, that is like, wow. Reg? So, the next big thing, sal ek maar sê, is Poaza. Fast is coming up. So that's the next big thing that's coming up in my life. So everybody must watch out for that. But you know what? Surprisingly, I'm working on something secretly that's called the Give Back, and it's actually the first, I would say, R&B / Qasida that I'm working on, and I would like the Islamic community to keep the ear on the ground for that, because I think that's going to change things, because I've always been the person to push barriers in every regard, and but I think I've gotten it right because I've been sensitive to everybody's needs, and I don't just do what I think my kop say. Like, I mean, sometimes do naked because you also have to stand up for your own beliefs, but I think what our Islamic community, or just people in general, needs to realize is that the youth has a mindset of their own, and we try to implement our old habits onto them, which is not necessarily healthy, for the reason of times have changed so fast. Kids want the information faster, and they've changed their mindset. So when we tackle things, we should actually get the youth on board with our mindsets, sodat ons kan leer van hulle af. Want hulle doen dit vinniger, hulle doen dit slimmer. But it doesn't hurt for us to just share our little bit of knowledge with them as well, to say, you can do what you're doing, but this is the fundamental of when you steer your way. Like when you do your Kung Fu thing, doesn't for once compromise where you come from, your identity of who you are. And I think that's a small seed for you at the back of your head that you always remember, so that when you go out there, you wear your colors proud, you wear where you come from proud, you say who you are proud. And I think sometimes we get deviated with American influences or with outside influences that's telling us who we should be. So I'm doing this Qasida project based on the fact that julle dink is net vir ou mense, of julle dink is net kaparang se tyd. No, man, this is what it's at. This is where it's at.
We look forward to that. Once again, thanks so much for your time and making the Jumu'ah Journey show part of the Emo Adams journey.
Shukran for having me, Dr. Emo Adams.
In conversation with Emo Adams, multi-talented individual, also a talented son of the mother city and this beautiful country of ours. In conclusion, with my guest next to me, he said he's going to show us something special. Perhaps he'll make it part of the outtake, should we, or leave it as is?
Yes.
That stare is very serious, eh?
That was what I wanted to show you. It took me years to master.
There are many ways to do it right. Hold my hand.
Portland's Meat Hyper, Merrydale and Montague Drives, ideal for all your meat deli requirements. Portland's Meat Hyper also caters for functions renowned for quality sausage, braai meat, super braai packs and chicken. Portland's Meat Hyper in Merrydale and Montague Drives, taste quality.
Hold my hand. There are many ways to do it right. Hold my hand.
Take my message to your brother and tell him right. Make sure
My name is Emma Adams. And you're watching the Jumu'ah Journey with MJ Lee on CTV. Pay your TV license.
Hold my hand. There are many ways to do it right. Hold my hand.
His comedic skills, the way he uses his body with his when he's entertaining an audience is Imran's strong point.
Imran was al 'n comedian van kinds af. Dat hulle te play gaan doen in PE. Toe weet ons eers dat hy het goed is ingeval om op see te gaan werkie. Ek sê Imran, gaan jy op die see, jy eet eers visie. Waar gaan jy eet? Hy sê, well, hulle moet net 'n eie van my bak en hot chops en.
Well, it's strange that Emo should be such an outlandish character today. Because when he was at our school, he was an introvert. He was quiet in the class, very timid.
He's seen as the comic kind of character, and I'm more of the sentimental character. So there wasn't a lot of competitiveness because I think we differ in our way of performance. And to Basil nog trying to kind of highlight the best of both worlds and kind of make one nice, beautiful production.
Hy was die stiller een. Look, man het die praatwerk gedoen. Iemand in 'n stoel gesit en so in die ronde gedraai en in die ronde gedraai. En as ek hom 'n vraag vra, dan het hy eers in die ronde gedraai en dan die vraag beantwoord baie stadig.
I think my ratings are going to go down in this industry, you know, after being associated with an artist like Emo.
Look, man het na my toe gekom en het gesê hy dink dit is tyd dat ons weer 'n show moet doen. Because we haven't performed together for about 10 years.
Ik denk, ik ken iemand, het was about 10 jaar wat ons hier samen elkaar gewerkt hebben. En in the beginning, toen denk ik, oké, het zal nice zijn om een Valentine's Day show te doen. And feature, to talk about love and all that kind of goedjes. Then we hooked up with Basil, and to say Basil, en to luister onze stories. En to, nadat hij dit geluisterd, to say, nee man, dit is hier een Valentine's Day show niet. Dit is actually jullie story. Hoe jullie opgegroeid tot waar jullie vandaag is. En dat is hoe die idee geëvolved and it became into brother love.
But look, my idea van 'n quiet idea soek maar net 'n idea.
You know, they're capable of walking on the stage and making it appear as natural and as easy as, you know, anything in the world. That is really their skill. Not many people can make it look so easy.
So we are proud of the achievements, but more proud of the way they're carrying themselves and the way they are coping with the attention that they're receiving.
They know how to conduct themselves. They are totally professional people and lovable. They are like my own kids, you know.
En van my kant hoop ek maar, even van nou nog altyd, hoop ek maar vir hulle al die beste en sukses. As voordat hulle dinge, as hulle dinge raffierig doen, hulle kan nie verkeerd gaan nie. As maar nog net in die oggend, hulle nie kan opstaan nie. Dan is het aan in Japan.
I've seen Brother Love and I really am very impressed with Brother Love. I think it's a great idea. I think I was very entertained watching Brother Love.
Please give me some love. The show is called Brother Love.
Hold my hand. There are many ways to do it right. Hold my hand.
Emo, as a South African Kung Fu athlete, I would like to present you with a gift, a token of our appreciation. Kung Fu is about expression and knowing who you are, and the fact that you continue to heal our communities through laughter and humor. But this is just a gift from my side in appreciation. Do I do the same? You don't need to. But I would like to thank. Thank you. This is awesome. Maybe you can put it on your desk.
I'm in a gang fight tonight, people. That's all I'm saying. You better stay out of my way. I'm doing a gang fight tonight. I'm not allowed to gang fight with this stuff.
Hold my hand. There are many ways to do it right. Hold my hand.
Two brothers from Mitchell's Plain.
Good night.
Good night. He's my brother.